Ponerse al día. Ponerse al día. Ponerse al día. Poner is a verb that means quite a few things. And it can be also used in a reflexive way or with reflexive pronouns. This is telling you that se, poner, se. Poner is the verb. Se is just for you to know that you can use reflexive pronouns with that verb. Al is a mix of two words. A él in Spanish, but we don't say a él in Spanish. We say al día. Día means day. Al means to the. So poner, the verb poner means to put on something. For example, put the keys on the table. Pon las llaves en la mesa. It also means, in some situations, it can mean to turn something on, like, for example, the heat, right? Ponemos la calefacción. Shall we turn on the heat? Okay. Or the heating on. So yeah, it has quite a few meanings, but we're not talking about just the verb poner. We're talking about the phrase ponerse al día. Al día. Okay, what does this mean? Let's see what this means. This means to catch up. Okay, when you need to catch up. Maybe you had to go somewhere and you missed on something and you need to catch up, or you just need to know what's going on. You need to get up to date. So ponerse al día is used in those situations when you want to catch up. For example, let's look at some examples. I can say, necesito ponerme al día con mi trabajo. Necesito ponerme al día con mi trabajo. This means I need to catch up with my work. Okay, I need to catch up. Maybe this person got sick and didn't go to work for a couple of days, so that person needs to catch up. It's a common thing, right? So let's break this down. Let's see how this sentence works. Necesito means, you can say yo necesito, but you can drop yo. You don't need it. Just don't use it all the time. And we need necesito. When you say necesito, it means I need. Necesito una taza de café. I need a cup of coffee. Necesito trabajar. I need to work. Necesito comida. I need food. Okay, so necesito is a great word. That means I need. Ponerme al día. We're having the phrase that we're learning right here, and it means catch up. When you add, obviously you need to add more to necesito because it sounds incomplete. So necesito is similar to saying I need to do something. In this situation, ponerme al día, catch up. Now we have the reflexive pronoun me. We added it to ponerme. That's what we did because we can, right? We can use reflexive pronouns. So one reflexive pronoun is me. Ponerme. Okay? So we replaced se with me. And then we left the rest of the phrase the same. ponerme al día. Catch up. So, I need to catch up. Necesito ponerme al día. Con means with. Mi, my. Trabajo. Trabajo means work, and it also means job. Tengo un trabajo muy bueno. I have a very good job. Okay? Or tengo mucho trabajo. I have a lot of work. So trabajo means those two things, work and also job. Excellent. So that's interesting. There's different ways to say catch up in Spanish, and this is one of them. Ponerse al día. Okay, so let's look at the next example. Let's see how we can use ponerse al día in a different situation. Okay. María estudió toda la noche para ponerse al día con sus clases. María estudió toda la noche para ponerse al día con sus clases. This means Maria studied all night to catch up with her classes. She probably had to go somewhere and she missed a few classes, so she needs to catch up. So let's break this down. Let's see how this sentence works. Maria means Maria, Mary as well. It's a similar way to translate Maria, Mary. Estudió, studied. This is the verb estudiar, which means to study. Estudió is present tense, past tense. And that's what Maria did. Maria studied. Maria estudió. Toda means all. It's feminine. Okay, why? Because noche is a noun and it's a feminine noun. I know it looks masculine, but it's actually feminine. La noche, the night or just night. When you say toda la noche, this by itself, it's honestly a phrase, another phrase, another useful phrase that means all night. Toda la noche. Toda la noche. Para, similar to saying to, okay? She's doing something to catch up in the situation, catch up. So, ponerse al día, para ponerse al día, to catch up, or just catch up. Rather, if you say para ponerse al día, to catch up, okay? Con with sus, her clases, okay? So sus, why are we saying sus and not su? Because su can be used as well. And the reason is because we have a plural noun, which is clases, okay? Su means her. Sus also means her. But if you have a plural noun, then you need to use sus. If this was only clase, only one class, then it will be su, okay? Su, her class. Okay? But we're talking about more than one, so we are using sus. sus clases, her classes. Okay, so man, poor Maria, poor Maria. Okay, do you guys have any questions? In this situation, by the way, we used se, okay, because we're talking about Maria. Okay, this can change to Miguel or él, he, or ella, she, and you can still use se. Okay, this reflexive pronoun works for both, for he and she. Those pronouns. Okay, if you have a group of people, for example, just a bunch of people studied all night, you can say ellos estudiaron. Okay, estudiaron. Let me just erase this. Ellos estudiaron toda la noche para ponerse al día con sus clases. Also, you can use se, para ponerse, okay? Para ponerse al día for ellos. So it's very versatile. Se is very versatile. It can work for ellos, ellas, él, and ella. Okay, so singular and plural. Now, if it's you studied all night, then you can say tú estudiaste toda la noche para ponerte. That's a different reflexive noun that is used for tú, okay? Ponerte al día con tus clases. And this means you studied all night to catch up with your classes. Okay, so keep that in mind. You need to change some pronouns, some reflexive pronouns. It depends on the subject, of course, and also when using possessive words like tus, which is it's an adjective. So you need to pay attention. Are we talking about one class, two classes? Are we talking multiple classes? Are we talking about him, her, we? So yeah, you need to pay attention to those details, just as in any language. So just keep that in mind. If you want to use the phrase ponerse al día, you need to pay attention to those things. And yeah. It's interesting for sure. Ponerse al día means to catch up.